Hey everybody, welcome to my channel again. I'm Joe Jaguar. I explained on my last video where I tested the 4-inch Evo Star out. Check it out, why I call myself that. But anyway, this video is about, I tested both of these guys out. So they're both this is a 4-inch, double it, 53, which is considered the best glass you can have, well as fluorite glass, but fluorite and 53 glass is pretty much, it is the best glass you could use in a telescope. So this is a doublet 53 f9. So this is of course made in China, optics, which is still fine. This is with tax, just so you guys know, it's about $1,400 with tax. This is a Takahashi 102, so it's only 2 millimeters more than this guy, so virtually it's the same. This one's an f8, where that's an f9. So the longer it is, the more better color correction, image contrast, or quality is going to have. So this one is a triplet 53, that one's a doublet 53. But that one is one focal ratio longer, so that helps it out too. Takahashi, pretty much the best name brand you can find out there. A couple other name brands that are in line with it, the Tel Aviv, the Tech, TMB is another good name, although that owner passed away, so I normally don't say that because you can only find it on the used market now, and of course Astrophysics. But anyway, those four brands are basically the best there is. Takahashi is one of them. So I wanted to test it, and of course when you do testing, it has to be on the same night, same eyepieces, same object, because that's how you compare. You can't do it a week later. The sky conditions might be a little worse, a little better, and then you can't use different eyepieces, because then it's not a fair comparison. So anyway, just so you guys can tell, a good quality, Chinese made, to basically the best that there is. Now this guy, a Canadian, after taxes, would probably be at least $4,000 for a 4-inch refractor. That's a lot of money compared to this guy's like $1,400, so almost 4 times the amount. If you were just to buy an achromat, so not an Apo, which most beginners would buy, that would probably be $500. Same size, I'm talking about 4-inch type of thing. Okay, so I already gave you the rundown. I tested that one out on Saturn, so I did the same thing on this guy. Okay, very easily you can tell in the low power eyepiece, like a 32 millimeter Meade 4000, which is the older ones, which were great eyepieces back then. Meade really took good quality control. They made good eyepieces back then. Now it's made in China. They're still good, but they're not as good as back then. Anyway, so I used a Meade 32 millimeter 2-inch eyepiece. That was the 4000 series. And you could just tell, even at the lowest power eyepiece, the image compared to that one, it was just, the Takahashi was just, you could just tell right away. It wasn't like I had to push the power a lot or to the high extreme for you to then tell, okay, it's a little bit better. You can tell even at the lowest power setting that the image of Saturn was just crisp, more clear. It was just an all-around better. I also did, the focal ratios or focal lengths are very similar. So I took it as far as a 7 millimeter Tel Aviv Nagler and a 4.8 Nagler. So those are, again, those are $400 eyepieces, so they're not cheap eyepieces, and with the 2 times Barlow as well. So I pushed it way beyond its 50 times per inch power, or if you do it in millimeters, double in millimeters. So I actually pushed it way beyond it, that you're supposed to. Again, just to make it clear, again, because it was the same night, same sky conditions. Saturn, Jupiter, lowest it's been in the last few years, so very poor viewing, and they're way past its prime, its opposition. However, you could still tell the Takahashi was just so much better. It wasn't a little bit better, it was a lot better. So there you go. Hopefully that's what you guys get. If you want the best image quality that there is, you know, that's why you're paying the big bucks for something like this, like a Takahashi triplet TSA. It's basically the best that there is. And if you know, for most people, again, if you compare this guy to an Achromat, this one will blow that one away. You would say, wow, the imaging in Skywatcher Apple is just way better than an Achromat. You know, all the colors are coming into one focal plane. But that's what you get. So when you can compare Chinese-made Apple to a Chinese-made Achromat, you probably will be blown away. But then when you step up and you go at the best there is to a well-made Chinese, you still see a big difference. Now, it wasn't the same when I compared my Takahashi 120, which is a 4.7-inch refractor, triplet again, 53, to the Meade triplet, 130 millimeter, 6000 series. I'll get into that another time, but the difference was a lot less. Between these two, huge difference, and just thought I'd share that with you. And again, you can see on this guy, I have a great quality, pretty much the best quality focuser you can buy. That focuser alone cost $713 after my bill came in, because of course, you know, it's American made, and you got to pay the difference, and then the taxes, duties, customs. So I don't think I've ever spent that much on just a focuser. But anyway, there you go. That's the video. That's what happened with the rundown. Is the Skywatcher good? Yes. Is the Takahashi? It's just in a class of its own. Okay, cheers.